All right, guys, we're going to start your last lesson of the week. You only have one more lesson in all of your math book after this, lesson 120. And I will be quite frank with you. This lesson is going to be really logical. So what we're doing is we're estimating area. So remember, an estimate is sort of like an educated guess. So what we're going to do is, thankfully, this whiteboard app lets me use grids already, graph paper already. So we can use a grid to estimate the areas of shapes whose areas would otherwise be difficult to calculate. So in this example, we're sort of looking at a lake and estimating the surface area of the lake in acres. So each of these squares we're going to say represents 1 acre. And one way to estimate, if you remember, we did this when we first started talking about the areas of a circle, and it's not my favorite, but it's good for shapes that we can't otherwise know. So like with circles, it wasn't my favorite because there's a formula to find out the area of a circle. With this strange shaped lake, I don't have a formula for this. So we need to estimate by counting up the number on the lake. So one thing we can do is we'll count the squares that are entirely or mostly within that lake. And then those other acres that are kind of being cut off, we'll sort of add those together randomly. So here's one suggestion I have to estimate with the area, especially with such a large shape as this. One thing we could do is see if we can find any whole shapes within here. So I'm going to say, let's start here and let's go all the way over to this corner and then go, let's see, this I would say to, and the reason I'm drawing this rectangle is because it's going to be really easy to calculate the area of this rectangle because this is entirely composed in the lake, and then we wouldn't have to count up each of these squares. So let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 acres by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. So this portion of the lake is 20 acres by 5 acres. So what's 20 times 5? That's 100 square acres right off the bat. Now, if you're looking at your book, it's not going to be exactly like your book because I drew this one randomly. So now let's count the rest of the acres that we can see. So I'm going to erase this 5 and erase this 20. And let's count out the rest of the whole acres we can see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So all of these dots represent 25 more acres. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Let's say that's 32. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. So now we're at 52 additional acres. Let's say we can count 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. So now we're at 56 whole acres. And then what we'll do with all these little portions, I guess I should count these, 57, 58, 59, 60. So now we have 160. All these dots represent 160 acres. What we'll do with these portions of acres is we'll kind of count them as one together. So that's 1 more. Let's say this is 2 more, 3 more, all these little portions, 4 more, 5 more acres, 6, 7, let's count those as 8. So we would estimate 168 acres. I guess it's surface area, so I don't need to square it. Estimate 168 acres. And that's simply counting up the acres they see. So that's really the whole lesson, is just counting up the little spaces. If you look at the practice set, it just shows you this paw print, and you would count up as many full squares as you can see within that paw print, and then sort of estimate what the rest that are left over. So it's as simple as that. Hopefully that was a nice break for you, a nice easy lesson to get into the weekend, and you guys will find your homework on Google Classroom or on GradeLink. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.